Hi guys, Virginia here, and I'm back with another design team project for the Kitaholic Kits design team, and this one is using the July kit. So I'm using one of the blah blah blah, tongue tied here, one of the exclusive cut files for the Kitaholic Kits for July, and this one is Girls Rule, Boys Draw. Now I know it's a boys kit, which is probably what prompted me to create this cut file. So yeah, I thought I'd use it and make a rather girly page out of a boys collection, pretty much. I really like how this layout turned out. So yeah, so the girls rule bit I cut out of a kind of magenta coloured pink, just American craft cardstock, and then the boys draw part I just cut out of white cardstock, and I'm going to back it with this dark blue pattern paper from the kit. It's one of the Cocoa Vanilla Studio ones. So I'm just going to do a thin line. I'm not going to do every single different letter. I decided to kind of focus on pink and blue for this layout. I love that colour combination together. So yeah. Now the photos, I've got 3 photos there. These are photos of my daughter Edison in a ballerina dress and tutu with a princess crown on, and she is playing with a present that my mum got her. It's actually a workbench thing, like a tool workbench with a whole lot of tools like a drill and hammer and nuts and bolts and stuff. Yeah, this is my mum, but I love that my mum thinks like that girls can do absolutely everything. So I love the photos, and I thought it kind of really went well with the photos. So there we go, I've kind of skipped through. That's done. I've trimmed around the edges. I'm just gluing in the little inside bits of each of the letters. And then I'm going to use my little craft knife, it's a We Are Member Keepers knife, to cut out those little inside pieces that I've just put in. So I've just got a little cutting mat behind it so I don't cut my layout. And we'll skip through. So there we go. So I originally had white underneath the back, and I felt like it wasn't kind of looking great. I've been really drawn to like pattern papers or cardstock backgrounds lately, so the white just wasn't doing it for me. So I decided I pulled out the lighter pink. It's just American Crafts cardstock, and then I wanted to kind of do like a half and half. So I've got pink behind the boys roll, which is blue, and then I decided on the star blue pattern paper for the top section, which will go behind the pink girls roll. And I really like the half and half thing. It's almost like a boyish kind of stuff behind or up the top in the girls section, and then girly kind of stuff almost down in the bottom. Right, so that's all adhered down. I decided to add a bit of a doily in the bottom. We will pretty it up a bit, so I'm just going to tuck that under that blue paper and put my cut files back in place. And yes, that's me in my dressing gown. Can't get away from that at the moment, but the only time I've got to scrap at the moment is at night time from about 7:30 till 10 o'clock. The rest of my days are full on, like 7 days a week. I'm working 7 days a week, 8 or 9 hour days every day at the moment. Yeah, it's been like that for a month. It'll be like that for another month at least. So yeah, you'll probably see me in my dressing gown quite a bit. Anyway, okay, so I have put adhesive foam behind the boys' rule cut file, and I've also put some adhesive foam behind the girls' rule just to prop it up, and it means I can tuck things under the cut files easily. So I put my photos in place. I decided to put the one that was a little bit close up of Eddie smiling up the top. That's kind of the focal photo, and then the other two were just a little bit smaller, and she was facing more towards the right hand side of the page, so they fit nicely down to the left hand side of that cut file down there. I'm going to back the photos in this white cardstock. It's got some little like black crosses on it, which I thought was a nice neutral to go behind them, and that's all I'm going to put behind them. I did at the beginning kind of contemplate bringing in some more of the colours, like the lovely minty greens and stuff, but quickly decided against it. I just the pink in her dress, and then there was no other real colours apart from like orange and grey in the photo. So yeah, I thought that the blue and the pink would just be fun, and then that limits my choices of what I can put on the page as well. So yeah, so I'm just propping a bit of adhesive foam behind my photos, just so that they are at the same height as the cut files. Just kind of line them up in place where I want to put them. Okay, and I'll glue them down because I'm happy with them where they are. I'll put my photo down, just kind of nestling it in amongst that cut file. It fits in there nicely beside the S and in that little dip where the U is on the rule. Tucking that in there. Put my little dot in place. And the G. Okay. So definitely, I'm quite proud that I managed to get a really girly layout out of this kit. With the only thing I added that wasn't in the kit was the dark pink cardstock and the light pink cardstock, which most people generally have cardstock in their stash. If you don't, it's pretty easy to get your hands on. So yeah, so this is a chipboard piece. I like the blue and the thumbs up. That was good. It fit well with the layout, so they get popped up there underneath the E. And then I like the idea of bringing in some frames. So I've got a lighter blue and white striped chipboard frame that I'm just going to tuck in under these photos, just to bring a bit of colour and a bit of interest. Nothing more for the chipboard, so I'm going to go through the die cut packs. I've got a little dark blue arrow and I found this black and white camera die cut piece, and then I do find off the thicker set another black and white puffy camera, which ends up getting put actually down the bottom where that one is, and that die cut piece goes up the top. So that's good. I've got kind of repeating elements in the top and bottom section, which I was quite happy about. I did contemplate stars for a minute, but there was only one navy blue star, so that gets taken off the page pretty quickly. So here we go with the puffy thicker set. And I've found a camera, so that one goes up there, and I muck around with it for quite a while trying to find a home, but that puffy one goes down there, just overlapping on the cut file. My little blue arrow, and I try with it over here, but it ends up getting moved over to the R in a minute. It's me going, no, just leave it for now. Okay, so I'm going to go through the clear stickers, and there were a couple of things. I like the sentiment that says this is how we roll, but I didn't like the skateboard, so I just cut the skateboard off. It was a nice dark blue, so I'm just going to try and find a home for it down on the pink, because I can't put a lot of blue pieces up in the top section because you won't be able to see them, especially with these clear stickers. So I'm just focusing it down the bottom, and I just tucked it on the sideways beside that frame. And I do come back and add another clear sticker soon. I'm going to pull off a few of the little clear sticker words and sentiments. So I put a couple in the bottom. One says funny, the other one says LOL. And then up the top of that photo I just put one that says sweet. I'm going through the exclusive die cut packs, and I put a little light blue tab beside that photo. And I will, before I file away my layout, just put my date in that little tab. Another little piece, the blue piece, it says documented it, and it fit perfectly over the R, like the banner shape just tucked around. And a little word, black and white word, that says love. A little blue spot, I can put my journaling on there. And I'm trying to find a home for that love. I really wanted to put it up the top because I needed more embellishments up there, so I'm just kind of fussing with it for a minute. I thought about sideways, and here I go. I finally moved the camera, and my love goes there. It's got a bit of balance now. Okay, So I'm going to pull off, I want some of those little word stickers at the top as well. So I'm going to put them on white cardstock because they're not going to, you won't be able to see them on the dark blue. So I've got rules optional, you make me laugh, and be yourself, which I thought was perfect. There I am pointing to it. Totally perfect for this page and the story. So I'm just going to trim them out. And there we go. So I'm just going to stagger them. I do end up staggering all three down the bottom. No. I will move that other one back. Okay. Going through, here's the other clear sticker that I found. It says you're the best. So I just tuck that to the right hand side. I just felt like I needed something because there's something either side of the cut file in the top section. I wanted something to put on the other side. Now I also wanted to repeat a frame up the top behind the photo at the top. So I found this white puffy one. So I'm just trimming that down to tuck in behind there. So again, similar elements going at the top. A little white banner sticker with black hearts on it, so I pop that there and I pull that be yourself sticker down there. There was only one little lone puffy heart so I popped that up the top just to add that up there. And I found the sequins that I completely forgot about. There's just so much stuff in this kit. In these kits you kind of forget about stuff and then you pull them out and then it's like, oh bugger. Never mind. Okay, another little journaling spot or label behind that photo as well. And I'm just going to go ahead and glue all my pieces down now. So I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive foam underneath there so that camera is supported, and I'll glue it down. And I've kind of skipped through, I've glued everything else down, and I've glued down those other two puffy words, not puffy word, little word phrase things, but this one here, the be yourself one, I've propped up on foam because I really want to emphasize that on this page. So when Eddie looks back on it, she knows what I'm thinking. So some sequins, I'm going to dot them around the page. This is a gorgeous mix. There's lots of blues and like dark purples and silvers. So I just was focusing on the like really dark blue, almost purpley coloured ones and just scattering them around, but I do end up pulling out a bit of silver. They just needed something, so I do add in a few silver ones. And yeah, here I am. Nope, I'm going to put some silver in. There we go. So I'm just adding a few of them in each of my little scatterings. Switching them around. Tucking it under the camera. Another little blue one, a silver one down by the camera. And I'm going to glue them all down now. Easy, just a little dab of glue, pick them up, glue. Pretty simple. Okay, skip through, they're all glued down. I've just done my journaling. It's just simple. You keep doing you, darling. Kiss, kiss. That's all my journaling is. I don't think I need to say anything more. I'm quite good at encouraging Eddie to just do what she wants to do in life. Lastly, a few little splatters of gold high swap colour shine, and that's it. So I hope you enjoyed the process, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.